Jesus could be in front of me and I'll probably still shoot. So, I mean, it don't really matter to me.
Oh man, I have to defend this guy. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed, because this is not going to be an easy video. So it's been a popular trend for a while now to hate on Kyle Kuzma, and I think a lot of it's undeserved. When it comes to off the court, you can say what you want about him, but on the court, his game isn't that bad, and you have to take into account where he's came from. He's one of the top players in his draft class, but it was never supposed to be like this. He was just another sharpshooter, another tall wing that could play on the Lakers with the young core that they had. He was never supposed to be the third option behind LeBron and AD. Along with the usual NBA trolls, Kyle Kuzma gets a lot of hate from Lakers fans. He's the guy that they drafted alongside Lonzo Ball that was their only saving grace a few years back. If it weren't for Kyle Kuzma, Lakers fans would have had nothing to be excited about. Now that they have LeBron and AD, they act like every single player they have should be an absolute superstar, or else they should get the hell off the team. Not only does Kyle Kuzma have to deal with the pressure of playing alongside LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time, he also has to deal with the pressure of playing in Los Angeles. He went from being the first option to the third option, so it's no surprise his numbers have dipped. To prove my point, let's look at some of the other players in Kyle Kuzma's draft class and see where they ended up now. Markelle Fultz forgot how to shoot. Lonzo Ball just learned how to shoot. Josh Jackson is averaging 9 points a game. Jason Tatum is a stud, and none of these players get slandered quite as hard as Kyle Kuzma does nowadays. The reason behind it is all the bandwagon LeBron fans want to sit there and talk down his teammates in order to raise LeBron's legacy. That's not what it's about, man. You should be trying to support LeBron by showing all the good things he does, not showing all the bad things his teammates do. Look at KCP earlier in the year. Look at J.R. Smith and Kevin Love in Cleveland. We all know LeBron's great. We don't need to trash his teammates and try to make them sound worse than they actually are to try to raise his legacy. And don't get me wrong, he has carried some garbage teams to the finals, but clearly this isn't one of his worst teams. At such a young age, Kyle Kuzma has a lot resting on his shoulders. Of course there's going to be some growing pains, and of course there's going to be some adjustments required. It gets so bad, he could literally put a tweet up saying, "Good morning," and everybody else would be like, "Dude, you're fucking garbage, don't say good morning to me." I mean, this guy literally tweeted saying, "Basketball is back and it feels so good," and he had people saying, "It's going to feel even better when we trade you." Like, let the man live, my god. And I understand his Jesus quote was very stupid, don't get it twisted, that was such a stupid ass quote. But still, let the guy live a little bit. He's still really young. He's never had the experience of hitting a game winner with LeBron James and Anthony Davis on his team, so I guess he wilded out a little bit. I'd actually rather have him be a little overconfident than be like Lonzo Ball and be afraid to shoot sometimes, especially early in his career, like his first year. Kyle Kuzma is averaging 16 points per game for his career, which is not bad at all, and he's obviously outplaying a lot of his draft class, and he's the 27th pick in the draft. So for you ungrateful Lakers fans out there, why don't you be happy for your young gun and hope that he does well? Why are you trashing him and trying to get him traded? That is so strange to me. LeBron's not getting any younger, so you won't be able to ride him until he dies anymore. You'll have to actually rely on younger players, and AD might not want to stick around either. He's already talking about wanting to play home in Chicago. So why don't you want this guy to improve his game, step up on defense, and be an all-around great player? Why do you demand he gets traded? And also, if he's so awful, what do you expect to get from him in return? If you think a player's that bad and you want him traded that bad, what value are you going to get back in that? I don't understand that. He must not be that terrible if you guys want to get a good player in return for him. Like, I look on my timeline and I see some of these fools saying, Kyle Kuzma for Devin Booker, Kyle Kuzma for Bradley Beal. Like, you guys say how awful he is, and then you're expecting to get one of those superstars for him? Yeah, good luck. I guess my point is this. Kyle Kuzma is a good player, not a great one yet, but if you're a Lakers fan, or an NBA fan in general, you should want to see this guy succeed. You don't want him to beat your team, you just want to see a young player in this league grow into something better. I don't know why we always have to hate on these young guys, and especially when they're on teams with superstars and facing all the pressure in the world. Every time they make a mistake, let's get on them for it. Like, let's jump on them. I don't get that. Does he say stupid things in the media? Yeah, he does. Does he do stupid stuff sometimes on the court? Sure. But let's give him a chance. And that's going to end this video. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. I'm out.
Knows that it starts with me and AD, but Kuz is a huge piece of this puzzle, and when he can give us that effort. You know, we're not always looking for the 20 points or whatever, but just him being an attack. Him looking for his shots, very key, because he can give us a night like this where he can get 23 or he can get us 30. We've seen last year where he almost had 40, I believe, or he did have 40. Was he on his way for 50 last year against Detroit at home? He didn't play in the fourth, right? Yeah. Got a good memory. So he's capable of doing that.